Hey everyone, it's Mel. I wanted to share with you my first draft of my Articulate Guru entry. It's entitled Safety in the City. The premise of it is that you are in the city on business for your first time and you have to get to work safely from your hotel. And as you can see here, I've got a cinematograph in the background. I took that in Philadelphia. I went out and shot some video and I edited that in Photoshop. A lot of this project I went out and took video footage, or I took photos for, or I did some of the audio, and also my friends did some of the audio. It just shows that you can do e-learning on a budget. I spent absolutely $0 on this project. So as you enter the hotel lobby, it's telling you, what your objective is. Your objective is to get to your office from the hotel safely. And this is the first draft because I developed this and I saw there were a lot of user experience things that could have been tweaked. There were a lot of organizational issues in the e-learning itself on the back end, so that I need to go back and fix that, and that's very important. So this is the screen where you pick your character. If you try to go forward without picking a character, it tells you that you need to pick a character basically. And I have these two going back and forth. I'm using silent audio and then a trigger that says to change the state when that silent audio ends, and that's how they're going back and forth right now. So I'm going to choose her, and right now you probably can't hear all of my audio because I'm using Screencast-O-Matic and it's the free version, so you can't hear the audio within the computer itself. And this is where you fill out your ID. I didn't fill anything out, and I tried to go forward and it told me that I gotta fill it out, and it will retain your information down in the bottom right hand corner there, which is pretty cool.
Right, I definitely need my bag.
And you grab a bag. This is totally a first person experience. It's like you're inside of the city. You're in a game almost, and you can earn points, you can get badges that you can share to social media. There's just a lot that you can do in here, and it shows the power of e-learning. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. You could do a lot more. I've got variables of my money. I'm going to hide Easter eggs in there that you can collect and add to your inventory. And you're getting some money for the road. And that's my friend Rachel Barnum. She's doing the voice in the background there. You can view your badge or your ID, and you get a badge. And this is the one that I can share to social media. Everyone gets a badge to start with, and then depending on how your branching scenario goes, the choices that you make, you get different types of badges or you don't get badges. And if I went to share this through Twitter, it will show up right here. As you can see, I posted this earlier. It will show up for everyone who does that. And another thing you can do with that is you can do it with, Yammer. I haven't tested it yet, or internal social media, but I want to test it that way too. And then the other issue that I ran into here is, I have my bag down here, I have my ID down here, I have my map up here. Doesn't make any sense. So what I want to do is, move my map down there and keep this as a tally of, how many locations I've visited, or just get rid of it altogether. And you can't go to every location. It just, you got to do certain things first to unlock them. I'm not a huge fan of unlocking things, but in this case it makes sense unless I want to make it a little bit more of a complicated module. And this module is really to show the strengths of e-learning, how it doesn't have to be just a next back type of navigation. It can be a sort of immersive experience. And I'm going to take out $40 because I know that's the wisest. In the city, you don't want to have too much money, but you also want to make sure you have money for coffee, for happy hour, for lunch. And then I got another badge there, and then you'll notice that because I have a variable selected, if you click that and get a badge, it will show up down here. These are hidden state changes, these badges, and when you get that badge, it changes it to not hidden anymore. And I use variables to do that. I'm going to go to a coffee shop, and I'm going to be an awesome coworker and get everyone coffee.
Maybe I should grab coffee for everyone.
And then when I do that, I can drag and drop these. And this is another issue with user experience. Doesn't tell you to drag and drop them. Probably don't know. So it'd be nice to know. And there, you can see I get another badge. Now to the office.
Well, I guess I'll have to find a different route. Should I go down the alleyway that's shorter or go the long way around?
And here's another scenario. So am I going to take the long way, possibly be late for work, or am I going to take the alley that's like possibly a little bit weird, like very, very scary. I don't know what could be down there, but I'm going to do it anyway because I don't want to be late for work.
It's kind of dark. Maybe this wasn't the smartest idea.
And then I tried to make this kind of
Not my bag. Stop, please.
a realistic experience where, you know, your bag's being stolen, like you're being shaken and you're like kind of dizzy. So I created that in storyline. I try to keep true to storyline and not do any animation or anything outside of it really, except for that one cinematograph. And now your bag's stolen, you've got $0. And then it kind of ends abruptly. So I want to definitely change that piece because I just wish it were more of a wrap up of like, this is what happened to you, this is why type of thing. Or, you know, there were a little bit more scenarios in that. But this is just really an example of how storyline can be powerful, how e-learning can be powerful in a different way. And another thing is there's a lot of elements wrong with this last screen. You know, the state change isn't the same on the money amounts. The timeline ended on this text over here for the map, and that's something that I need to fix. And then because I have the badge tied to the money variable, your badge of earning money has disappeared, and that's something that's not necessarily bad. Maybe it's like a punishment, like now you don't have your badge anymore. But those are just some things I want to fix, and hopefully I can show you guys that when I'm ready and I'm done with this. And this is just a reminder, e-learning doesn't have to be costly. You can do this on a budget. You can do this in a good amount of time once you get used to the tool. And it's good practice to do things like this because you can add it to your portfolio. And, you know, it's great experience. It will build your skills, and I definitely recommend it. So I want to thank all my friends who helped me with this, Rachel, and everyone that's a part of my network who has been super supportive in helping me with my skills. So thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.